TK. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. I miss you all very much, and I'm excited for us to get started on our work today. So let's go ahead and jump in with some reading. Oh, and look at that. I already messed up the board. There we go. So today for reading, we have two objectives. Let's go over our objectives, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do. So let's begin. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can follow along with a story. Our second objective is I can identify rhyming words. So our first objective, we're talking about reading our story with our mini books. So that means that let me get my book out so I can show you. So that means that we're making sure that we are starting on the front cover. We're opening our books to the right page. If it tells us to be on a certain page, that's where we're looking. We're looking at each picture that it directs us to look at, and we're not getting distracted by the things around us. We're really focusing on following along with the story so that we can understand it best. Our second objective is I can identify rhyming words. So today, we're going to be doing a little bit more with rhyming words. You guys did a great job over the last few days listening to the rhymes in our book, thinking about the rhymes in our book. Today we're going to do even more with that. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get started.
Track 6, to be used with ABC book. If you have your storybook, you are ready to begin. Look at the cover of your ABC book as you listen to an alphabet poem called A Was Once an Apple Pie. First, look at the picture of the apple pie.
A was once an apple pie. Piety, whitey, tidy, piety, nice insidey, apple pie.
Now look at the little bear.
B was once a little bear. Very, wary, hairy, berry, takey, carry, little bear.
Now look at the cake.
C was once a little cake. Cakey, bakey, makey, cakey, takey, cakey, little cake.
Now turn the page. Look at the page with the pink star in the corner. Find the picture of the nurse doll.
D was once a little doll. Dolly, Molly, Polly, Nolly, nursey Dolly, little doll.
Now look at the picture of the envelope.
E was once an envelope. Opie, nopey, hopey, opie, ribbit, opie, envelope.
Look at the little fish on the next page.
F was once a little fish. Fishy, wishy, squishy, fishy, in a dishy, little fish.
Now look at the goose.
G was once a little goose. Goosey, moosey, boosey, goosey, waddly, woosey, little goose.
Now turn the page. Look at the page with the blue star in the corner. There is a picture of a hen on that page.
H was once a little hen. Henny, Jenny, Tenny, Henny, eggsy Annie, little hen.
Now look at the bottle of ink.
I was once a bottle of ink. Inky, dinky, thinky, inky, blacky, minky, bottle of ink.
Look at the jam on the next page.
J was once a jar of jam. Jammy, mammy, clammy, jammy, sweetie, swammy, jar of jam.
Now find the kite in the next picture.
K was once a little kite. Kitey, whitey, flighty, kitey, out of sighty, little kite.
Now turn the page. Look at the page with the red star in the corner. Find the picture of the little bird. That bird is a lark.
L was once a little lark. Larky, marky, harky, larky, in the parky, little lark.
Now look at the mouse.
M was once a little mouse. Mousy, bousy, sousy, mousy, in the housey, little mouse.
Look at the needle on the next page.
N was once a needle. Needly, tweedly, threedly, needly, whiskey, wheedly, little needle.
Now look at the spotted animal that looks like a cat. That animal is an ocelot.
O was once an ocelot. Lotsy, dotsy, spotsy, lotsy, polka, dotsy, ocelot.
Now turn the page. Look at the page with the green star in the corner. Find the picture of the little pump pumping water into a pail.
P was once a little pump. Pumpy, slumpy, flumpy, pumpy, dumpy, thumpy, little pump.
Now look at the next picture of the fat little bird. That bird is a quail.
Q was once a little quail. Quaily, faily, daily, quaily, stumpy, taily, little quail.
Look at the flowers on the next page. These flowers are roses.
R was once a little rose. Rosy, posy, nosy, rosy, blowsy, grosy, little rose.
Now look at the skunk with the stripe down its back.
S was once a little skunk. Skunky, wonky, yunky, skunky, smelly, plunky, little skunk.
Now turn the page. Look at the page with the purple star in the corner. Find the picture of the top.
T was once a little top. Toppy, loppy, skippy, hoppy, dip and stoppy, little top.
Now look at the ugly bug.
U was once an ugly bug. Ugly, bugly, thugly, ugly, squirmly, scuggly, ugly bug.
Now look at the vines with the leaves on the next page.
V was once a little vine. Viney, whiny, twiny, viney, twisty, twiny, little vine.
Now look at the whale in the water.
W was once a whale. Whaley, scaly, shaly, whaley, tumbly, taily, mighty whale.
Now turn the page. Look at the X.
X was once the letter X. Xy, jexy, flexy, exy, tic-tac, taxi, letter X.
Now look at the yo-yo.
Y was once a little yo-yo, yo-y, go-y, fasty, slowy, tip-to-toe-y, little yo-yo.
Now find a picture of the animals at the zoo.
Z was once a little zoo, zooey, bluey, hooey, zooey, bright brand newy little zoo.
Great job, you guys. We're going to go back to the board and talk about some more rhyming words. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing our story. Now we get to look at our next objective, which was identifying rhyming words. So we're going to pretend that this is like a sentence from our story. I'm going to read the words to you and I'm going to point to each one as I say it. Then we're going to do what they do in the story, which is, if you remember, they'll say something like, once there was a little bear. Berry, wary, cherry, fairy. So they took the word bear and they started making rhymes to it. They said berry. So then they thought of other words. Cherry, fairy, Mary, Larry, things like that rhymed with it. So we're going to pretend this is a sentence from our story and we're going to do the same thing. Once there was a little sun. Sun. We need to come up with some other words that rhyme with sun. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to figure out the ending sound of sun. So let's sound out the word sun. Sun begins with the s sound of letter S. S. The U sound. the N sound. Sun, sun, sun. So if we take away that beginning sound, we would just have the ending sound of un. So words that rhyme with sun are also going to have the ending sound of un. So your job at home tonight is to come up with 2 words that have the ending sound of un, and I want you to write them down and take a picture of them. So your page would look like this. It would have sun at the top, and then it would have 2 words that have the ending sound of un. And what you can do to try and figure out these words is try putting some other beginning sounds in front of them. So maybe try an R. What would a un sound like? Un. Run. Oh, there's one. Run. Run. Run is one that you could use. What about if we put the B sound in front of it? Un. Bun. Bun. There's another one. So you can see if you can come up with other words that have that un ending sound that rhyme with sun by changing the beginning sound but leaving the ending sound the same. So that's what you're going to be working on at home today. I can't wait to see what rhyming words you come up with, and I'll see you back here for handwriting and phonics. Great job, you guys.